hockey night in New England, presented by Berkshire Bank, the official bank of NESN's Boston Bruins coverage. It comes your way live with pictures and sound originating from the Scotiabank Saddle Dome in Calgary, Alberta, where the Bruins make their annual visit to play on the Flames' home ice. And hello again, everybody. Welcome to our Watertown studios alongside Andy Brickley, Sophia Yerkstovich in the studio tonight. I'm Jack Edwards. Well, Brick, we were talking a few days ago on the precipice of this three-game pivotal road trip for the Bruins, and I said the Bruins tribe ought to be happy with 3 points in 3 games. They've already got that. 4, they ought to be happy. 5, they ought to be delighted. If the Bruins get 1 point out of this game, they will be in playoff position for the first time this season. I know it's not the end of the season, but that's an important hurdle to clear.
Yeah, and the optimistic Bruin fan would say, you know, with a little bit of puck luck in that game against Vancouver, maybe you got 4 points in your pocket right now going into a game against Calgary. But really, it's the way that they've played and how hard they've competed, because they knew how hard this trip was going to be. We pointed out all the challenges, and they've answered all of those challenges and have found ways to put points on the board on a trip where they needed them.
Rule of thumb is that you cannot make a deep run when it counts without depth and versatility on the blue line. They're showing that.
Well, goaltending and team defense, right? They're the first 2 pillars of a really, really competitive hockey team and a playoff team, really, when you think about it. And look what the Bruins have done in their last 6 when you talk about when you play without the puck, because it happens frequently in a game of hockey. 2 or few goals against and 5 of the 6. You know, a lot of times you'll have Forbort and McAvoy together. They'll play against the top offensive talent. They'll probably see that Gaudreau, Tkachuk, Lindholm line a lot tonight. They've been getting the job done in terms of how to play physical, take the body, block shots. But it's really a team effort when you talk about their team defense. And Jack, next man up mentality. 9 different defensemen in this 6-game stretch. So it tells you the Bruins appreciate the depth that they have, but when everybody buys in to play the system, you can fit in with the Boston Bruins. Nice job in the neutral zone. One of the things the Bruins really try to do is deny plays in center ice. Don't invite teams into your own zone. When they do get in there, it's body position, stick position. You got to have the willingness to stack it up in the middle of the ice. Try to keep plays to the perimeter, block shots if necessary. It's all part of how you play team defense, and then turn that team defense into offense and back check. You know, we talk about guys like DeBrusk and Pasternak. They're goal scorers. They can really score goals in the offensive zone, but it's never too late to back check. Good example, Pasternak, and another good example, Taylor Hall the other night in Edmonton. Perfect timing, get into that slot, break up that pass to Draisaitl. The Bruins have done that nicely these 2 games out west.
The Saddle Dome. They're going to demolish this building, much to my sadness. It's a great building, and there are plenty of Bruins fans populating it in Westside. Jordan's Furniture, not just a store, an experience. Linus Ullmark gets his 2nd consecutive start. 41 saves, a career high 2 nights ago, season high. His career high, I believe, is 44. Jacob Markstrom, 2nd in the league in goals against average, 3rd in save percentage, 5 shutouts, leads the NHL. Calgary protects the house. Matt Tkachuk celebrating his 24th birthday today. Brother Brady scored a natural hat trick in this afternoon's Ottawa whitewashing of Tampa Bay 4-0. Noah Hanifin, Brad Marchand, ready to play. The game is on. Bruins hoping to take it on home with a smile. 1-0-1 on this 3-game road trip. Brad Marchand slings it on Markstrom. Bergeron keeps it alive. Hanifin stabs it. Bergeron trying to feed Pastrnak low. Derek Forbort makes the blue line count. Rasmus Andersson. Norwood's Noah Hanifin glides out of his own zone. Tries to hit Andrew Mangiapane. Mangiapane off to a brilliant start. Blake Coleman's shot gloved by Ullmark, and the faceoff comes in the Boston zone. Joe Sacco again acting head coach, as Bruce Cassidy was forbidden from entering Canada after he was diagnosed with COVID. Craig Smith lugs it to the neutral zone. Chris Tanev around the boards. Coleman, who won a couple of cups with Tampa Bay. Tanev sends it around again. Mikhail Backlund back to Coleman, didn't get much on it. Grzelcyk swipes at it. The shot by Backlund off the webbing of Ullmark's glove and out of play.
Yeah, I'd like to see Matt Grzelcyk go make a play on that puck right there and, take the hit to make the play. Went in a little tentative, just try to make a little tap pass up the wall. Now that's a turnover. If Smith doesn't get his stick in the shooting lane, that's going to be a pretty decent scoring chance for the Flames. The Bruins should have pretty good energy here tonight, Jack. They had a nice day off yesterday in Calgary in terms of non-game day. And, they should be energized by their performance over the Oilers in the late, third period goal by Matt Grzelcyk to win the hockey game. Good, strong performance from the goaltender as well.
Nikita Zadorov stacks up Connor Clifton after the solo rush. Eric Goodbranson battles Eric Holla. Milan Lucic headmans the puck to Dylan Dubé. Nick Foligno. Mike has long retired, Jack. Markstrom takes a face-off in his own zone. The Bruins Rock, presented by Plymouth Rock, the official auto insurance program of the Boston Bruins. Matt Grzelcyk, 3-2 win by virtue of his game-winning goal 2 nights ago.
Yeah, and keep in mind, too, that was the Coyle line out there. Coyle going to the net, Hall going to the net, John Moore involved out at the left point, Grzelcyk teeing it up. Loved what Matt had to say post-game, too, when he was talking about the goaltender having to look to his left to see around the traffic, and he knew to go blocker side, stick side. That was his best chance to score. Skinner's taking a peek around the traffic. The room is on that blocker side, and Grzelcyk found it. Good pass, nice hard work along the wall there by Craig Smith and his two line mates getting to the front of the net.
That's a 6'3", 200-pound obstruction in Charlie Coyle, not to mention Darnell Nurse behind him. Hanifin, tape to tape, and Ullmark comes out to play it. Grzelcyk dishes. Trent Frederick gains the line. Curtis Lazar tries to center. Hanifin. Brad Richardson, veteran, hard-working forward. Lazar, who spent a few seasons with Calgary, got into 70 games during that period. Johnny Gaudreau, the shot, and Ullmark makes the save.
Oh, it was a clean breakout by Boston, and Frederick able to skate with a little bit of speed through the neutral zone, and it looks right here that Lazar was going to get a shot away from below the dot. But it looked like Ruzicka got his stick in a timely fashion to deny that opportunity.
You mentioned that Calgary often starts with a storm. Well, the Flames have scored first 19 times in 27 games. 19 times scoring first leads the league. And they got a good look right there.
Yeah, Bergeron's wondering, was this play onside? See if we can get a look at it. Pastrnak, did he bring that puck back himself, or was it forced back off his stick by the Calgary defenseman? And I think that's what Bergeron was trying to have a conversation with the linesman about. That's a pretty good line right there, too. Lindholm in the middle. Yeah, he's in the middle.
Lindholm, 11 goals, 16 assists, point per game in the 27 that Calgary has played. Calgary's had really good luck with injuries. 12 skaters have played every single game through 1/3 of the season. Branson paddles it away from Taylor Hall. The back foot snapshot deflected wide. Branson fires it toward Ullmark. He takes another face-off in the Boston zone.
Yeah, a couple giveaways by Boston here on this shift in their own zone when they're trying to make, little short passes to a teammate. But the second one was really to nobody, and it allowed Calgary to pinch down from the right point, keep pressure on Boston before Hall could get to it. Forbort tried to use a little short pass into the middle of the ice. That was a turnover earlier on this shift.
The shot hits Sean Monahan's leg. Jake DeBrusk takes a stab at it. Dubé lofts to the backhand. Ullmark sends it through the corner. Monahan gets banged by Clifton. Dubé trying to get away from Riley, who caves him into one knee. Riley kicks it free. Clifton, the short pass to Haula, who was right there. And it's the coin that won't get tossed rolling home to you. Discover matchup, Charlie McAvoy and Noah Hannafin. Well, they were teammates for, never. At opposite ends of ComAv for 1 year. As much as McAvoy has burst on the scene, it's been a steady progression for Noah Hannafin. Ullmark makes the save on the point shot, and Hannafin has really grown into his body.
Calgary Flames and Bruins did a decent job of allowing Ullmark to see that drive from Branson at that right point. But yeah, a guy like Noah Hannafin, Jack, the skating ability, it's just a matter of time before he improves on all the decision making and understand how to best use that skating ability to defend. You always knew he had a little offensive bent to his game, certainly coming out of college. But you got to learn how to defend in this league if you're going to have a long career. And obviously, defensemen, they get better with age, and when they start to figure out the game back there, now they become, a three-zone player.
Ullmark can't muffle the bouncing puck. Lazard steers it to the corner. Chucks it to the near side. Grzelcyk to Frederick. He gets it out of the zone. Anton Bleed getting another start. John Moore. Grzelcyk playing his offside, the left shot on the right side. Bergeron the shot, and Markstrom gobbles it up.
Well, Calgary in the offensive zone. Gabrant's going to pull it off the wall. Get your shot through. Ullmark couldn't squeeze it off with the chest protector in the glove, and that allowed for a second chance from behind the goal line. Lewis tried to bank it in off Ullmark, but Ullmark was wise to it.
McAvoy and Forbort out there right now. I'd like to sample your opinion on Grzelcyk playing his offside. Marchand stuffs it right up the slot. Gaudreau dekes on McAvoy, goes down the slot, and Ullmark paddled down, turns it aside.
What a clever move by Gaudreau.
Marchand gains the line. Bergeron going to the net front. Gaudreau takes the short pass from Lindholm. A bouncing pass back to Gaudreau. Tkachuk Tries to one-hand it in front. David Pastrnak. Derek Forbert to Charlie McAvoy. Overskates it. Blake Coleman closes. A save by Omar. Coleman flicks it in front. And Omar pulls the puck against the paddle to take our blood pressure down. This is the video tribute that began as soon as they went to break. Milan Lucic played his 1,000th game last season, so they are honoring him as his first team came to town. The Taco Bell take. Words cannot describe what this man meant to the power years of Claude Julien's reign.
Yeah, I mean, he led the Bruins in 2011 in scoring. I mean, that's unbelievable when you think about it. 30-goal season
goals
for him.
Yeah.
And, you know, the numbers are just impressive when you start thinking about the games played. 554 points, Jack. He's a plus 80 in his career. He's not a liability. Doesn't take bad penalties. And if you heard any of the commentary from a number of players, you know, in this tribute, it was, yeah, this guy always had your back. And what a guy to have your back.
Yeah. I remember that GIF or GIF, I'm so 20th century, of Nicholas Jarmelson in the 2013 Stanley Cup Final. Jarmelson was going back to retrieve a puck in the defensive zone in the corner, and you saw Lucic out at the blue line, and Jarmelson treated it like a grenade that it had its pin pulled and jumped out of the way. Jarmelson is a really good defenseman and can dish it out. I don't blame him for getting it out of the way of train number 17. Icing. Well, people still wear his Bruins sweater at TD Garden.
Having a decent year, too.
Yep.
You know, he alternates maybe some third-line duty, some fourth-line duty, but he's out there protecting leads late in games, and he's got 7 goals.
Yep, 10 points. Lucic to Sean Monahan. Monahan disrupted by Bergeron. Oliver Shillington to Chris Tanev. Lucic goes cross corner. John Moore sizzles it around. And Grizzly. Indirect. Holla scoops it deep. DeBrusk on Tanev, who lost his edge. Gaudreau feeds Lindholm. Matthew Tkachuk. RFA at the end of this season, $7 million against the cap, $9 million in total salary according to Cap Friendly. It's gonna be an expensive summer for Calgary. Gaudreau is up as a free agent, unrestricted. He's making $6.75. They're both due for sizable raises and term. Adam Ruzicka, best we can tell, no relation to Rosie, who was Brick's line mate for his most productive year in the NHL.
Well, Linus Ullmark had a pretty good performance in the win over Edmonton. He gets the net again tonight. We said that was a little clever move right there by Johnny Gaudreau, and it was. The fake dump in. He's able to turn inside, get close to the net, gets a chance away, and then the Bruins mismanage the puck. Now Blake Coleman walks in off that left wing boards, gets inside the dot, tries to rip one short side high. Good save by Ullmark.
Blake Coleman, part of that third line that went away this year for Tampa Bay. He's playing second line for Daryl Sutter's Calgary Flames and getting about $1.50 more ice time per game. Connor Clifton through the neutral zone. Charlie Coyle with the stick lift produces the turnover. Taylor Hall feeds Clifton all the way through the opposite corner. Hall tries to jam it back. Puck comes cross ice. Clifton makes the smart play around the boards. Anderson loses his stick. Coyle in pursuit. Coleman can't clear the zone. Hall's shot. A glove save by Markstrom.
A really good shift by this line, and it all started with Charlie Coyle deep in the offensive zone. Won a puck battle. Put some plays in motion. Connor Clifton very active. Board battle here by Hall, but here comes Coyle again to keep the play alive. Clifton has rotated back to the point now again. Chip it down, put it in space, force Calgary to defend. And Hall ends up getting the last opportunity. Pretty good wrist shot.
Coyle is not just quicker than he was last season. Pasternak trying to jam it through a crowd. Marchand with a backhand bat. Tkachuk off a stick. It flies over Ullmark. Shillington, a leg stop by Ullmark on the shot going wide. Supposedly Ty Cobb practiced seeing the ball, well, Gaudreau's shot, by having a batting practice pitcher pitch from behind him. He tried to measure the ball as it came toward him and hit it forward. That was sort of like Marchand's backhand bat. Gaudreau feeds the middle and hooking with Calgary clearly in possession, but I think the call is going to go against Boston.
Boston number 63, minor penalty hooking.
Marchand can't get comfortable on that bench. Pick a player, pick a penalty. Brad Marchand, this is recorded during the break.
Yeah, he's saying it's not me, can't be me. There's no hook at all, and the replay will verify that. But the call was made. Marchand from the backside on a hook. Power play for the Flames, and the power play stats are presented by Granite City Electric. Get on board with the GCE Night Train exclusively from Granite City Electric.
Gaudreau's shot. Moore blocks it. Gaudreau across the slot. Curtis Lazar gets slashed. And you knew that Dean Morton is the other ref. Reed Anderson.
Number 23 has 2 minutes for slashing.
Reed Anderson called the Marchand penalty. And Dean Morton has administered justice.
It's a smart play by Charlie Coyle. You know, shake that hand. I got slashed. Make the call because they knew they had possession and were going to get an easy clear. Or, excuse me, Lazar killing the penalty. Cruising right through that slot area. Monahan made a nice play from the bump over to Gaudreau. Gaudreau was looking for the seam pass. Bruins were able to steal, and then the slashing call.
Bruins are +2, 4-on-4. Calgary is +1. Oliver Shillington guns it on Olmark. Pasternak. The one-touch pass. Bergeron out ahead of Tanev to negate the icing. Trevor Lewis gains the line. McAvoy, a perfect hip check. Dylan Dubé. Pasternak nudges the puck away. Dubé gets it back. This way and that on Bergeron. Grizzly, good stick. Bergeron pokes it to the Calgary zone. Boston changes. Rasmus Andersson, steady Swedish defenseman. Noah Hannafin rushes on goal, pop-up rebound, and Olmark comes down with it.
A little too easy entry for the Flames here, Jack. The Bruins didn't gap up very well here. Look how far back Mike Riley is. He's that by the dot. I know it's 4-on-4 and there's a little bit of room out there to skate, but I'd like to see Boston kind of hold that blue line a little bit tighter.
Coyle and Lazar up front. Riley, Coyle, John Moore in just his third game this season. Noah Hannafin. Riley back to retrieve. Hall bats it back to Riley. Over to Moore. Hall asking for the puck and getting it. 3-on-2 as Riley joins the rush. Hall flies to the end boards, but can't keep possession on the bounce. Quarter-minute power play. Goodbranson will waste as much time off the clock as he can. Olmark. Charlie McAvoy. Back to even strength. Monahan is out of the box, and Haula was a stride over the line. Let's hear from Duncan.
High-performance hockey deserves cold brew to match. Where there's hockey, there's Duncan. America runs on Duncan.
There's a Duncan just down the street in Watertown, and they're open late on Saturday night.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. Patrice Bergeron under the bubble because his nose is broken again. Goodbranson all the way in on Olmark, and the Bruins will not be able to change because that puck came from behind the red line.
Calgary certainly can.
Yeah. And they get the Ruzicka fourth line off. And I would imagine that Elias Lindholm is going to take the drop. Yep. Gaudreau on the inside hash. Puck goes into the Boston bench. 6:54 to go. Our score bug is having trouble keeping sync with Calgary tonight. So I apologize for the discrepancy. Bergeron wins another faceoff. Wins percentage leader throughout this season. Gaudreau into Tkachuk's feet. Bergeron across the D zone. McAvoy, the long diagonal. Marchand tosses it into the corner. Shillington back. Tkachuk. Shillington has time and space. Tkachuk gives it back to Tanev. Gaudreau gains the line. He got through center ice. I didn't even see him. Lazar gets caved in by Monahan. Trent Frederick on the go. The shot just wide on the stick side. Lazar hustling to the puck. Clips it around. A funky bounce off the apron. Bleed turns and fires. Frederick, this is a good shift for this line. Lazar swivels to the forehand. Bleed trying to escape the load of Eric Goodbranson. And speaking of loads, Nikita Zadorov, who weighs about 2 tons.
Yeah, he had a little something going with Trent Frederick. Most of that shift.
That would be worth paying for. Hannafin's shot with Lucic jamming against Clifton. Lucic muscling against Riley in the corner. The one-timer goes wide. Hannafin launches one. It rides the roulette wheel and goes out of play. Less than 5 minutes to go. First period, 0s in Calgary.
Participate in person at TD Garden on Sunday, February 6th, or virtually with a step challenge. This one-of-a-kind event invites both first responders and anyone in the community to walk, run, or step to benefit first responders charities. Learn more and sign up at bostonbruins.com/BeFitChallenge.
Stalemate off the drop. Mangiapane, who has 17 goals in 27 games. His career high is 18 last season. Goodbranson and Hall of battle around the end boards. Nick Foligno. Goodbranson kicks it ahead. Andrew Mangiapane, who had a shorthanded goal in the Flames' 4-0 win at TD Garden last month. Zadorov banks the pass. Paula gains the line. DeBruskin Tanev. Tanev quickly to the puck. Slings it around the boards. McAvoy can't clear Shillington. Olmark does a good job aiming the rebound toward Marchand, but it takes second and third efforts to get the puck out of the zone. Marchand centers to Bergeron, a save by Markstrom. Pasternak battling Anderson. Gaudreau shields from Marchand. Bergeron, the keep in. Pasternak, tough chance, backing up into a puck coming onto his forehand.
Oh, what a great play by Brad Marchand. How he went in to get that puck and the fashion and the technique that he used to make that play to Bergeron.
Coyle around behind the goal. Riley to Craig Smith, shrugs it off. Elias Lindholm on it. Matt Tkachuk tries to fire it right past the post. McAvoy goes into the end boards. Goodbranson around the wall. Riley caves in Gaudreau. Goodbranson, the wrist shot, tumbles through the slot. Craig Smith laterally for Coyle. Lindholm gets a piece, and the puck flips into the timer's bench.
Well, the puck deflects into the corner. Hannafin's going to get him, but watch Marchand come in. I mean, he comes in almost with his backside to Hannafin in order to protect the puck and give him that split second to make that backhand feed. Bergeron reads it, gets himself open below the dot inside the hash mark. Real good opportunity for Boston. They haven't had many this period. Hall had a pretty good opportunity, a wrist shot after a good shift by his line. Maybe that puck batted out of the air by Marchand, another one. And that one for Bergeron. And then Pasternak had a chance for a one-timer. And we're seeing a little bit of that too often from 88, where he doesn't really time the one-timer, like we're used to seeing him do.
2.5 to go. First period in Calgary. Connor Clifton scores on another rush down the right wing. His third venture forward, and he catches Markstrom off his angle.
Well, it's a clean breakout, and now you can activate that weak side defenseman if you execute well. And Clifton comes down that right wing. I'm not sure what Markstrom was doing. He's 6'6", Jack, but he was down on his knees on the short side. I mean, it's a nice rush, simple little play, put a puck on goal. He's down in a butterfly when he could just stand there and deny this play. I don't know if Clifton was trying to get a result, meaning a rebound, or if he was just flat out trying to beat him. Either way, it beats him, and the Bruins have a late first period goal.
The Bruins goal was brought to you by Audi. We told you about how often Calgary scores the first goal of games. Interestingly, Calgary, which came into today, I'll finish that later.
Yeah, it's a nice play by Bleed on the boards. Frederick's in a good position as a centerman for an outlet. That's a nice, effective, short little pass, 8-10 feet. And again, the activation from the weak side defenseman, you know, he joins the rush almost like a right winger.
Calgary has only trailed after one period 5 times in their 27 previous games. They haven't won yet. 0-2-3. Puck bouncing around the goal mouth. Finally, Haula clears to the boards. Zadorov keeps it in. Good Branson taps it down to Coleman. A juicy rebound. Gets away from Backlund. Backlund tries the doorstep tip. Foligno around to Moore. Coleman, who has turned it up a notch on this shift. Moore stopped by good Branson. Zadorov, Gaudreau. Rasmus Anderson. About a minute to go in the first period at the Scotiabank Saddledome. Tkachuk off Bergeron's stick. Gaudreau just missed. Gaudreau gets it away from McAvoy. Forbert. Pasternak flips it past Anderson. Gaudreau closes on McAvoy, centers. Elias Lindholm swivels to Hanifin. Gaudreau to Tkachuk, and a save by Ullmark. Half a minute to go.
Well, Linus Ullmark, we already mentioned, had a real good game against Edmonton, and he's played well here in the first period, but he's given himself more opportunities to make saves by just putting pucks back out in front of his own net. You know, you hope you can kill those plays by using your stick and deflecting it away from the front of the net. Tkachuk trying to work Forbert to get free. Short little pass, but Ullmark makes a nice reactionary save with a right arm and blocker.
Why did this thought pop into my mind? Larry Bird said of Moses Malone, he leads the league in offensive rebounds every year because he gets his own misses. Larry Bird didn't talk much public trash, but he made them count.
I don't think he really cared for Moses Malone as an opponent.
You don't say. Those were the good old days.
I seem to remember a championship speech he might have made.
McHale fouls Kurt Rambis and doesn't get suspended for life. Take that thought with you to intermission.
Jack, the Bruins need to play with a little bit more pace. You know, this is a team that came into your building, beat you 4-0. It wasn't even that close. You only play them twice. Here's your opportunity. They have the 1-0 lead. Ullmark was really good. We talked about maybe too many rebounds, but Boston needs to pick up their pace.
Ty Cobb was actually my favorite player as a youngster. He was in his prime when I was in grade school.
They wouldn't let him play in Field of Dreams.
Sophia and Billy in the studio next. You by Berkshire Bank, the official bank of NESN's Boston Bruins coverage. By buyatoyota.com for offers not seen on TV. Visit buyatoyota.com. By EchoStore Technologies, vision, strategy, success. By Plymouth Rock, the official auto insurance program of the Boston Bruins. And by Nissan. Choose Nissan today. Shop NissanUSA.com. Connor Clifton's first goal of the season has the Bruins on top, heading to the second period in Calgary alongside Andy Brickley. And with Sophia Yerkstovich in the studio, I'm Jack Edwards. Brick's Backyard Rinks is back. Head to NESN.com/rinks. You can win an easy ice rink setup, Franklin gear, and a hockey clinic hosted by Brick, presented by Franklin Sports, the official street hockey partner of the Boston Bruins and the National Hockey League. Powerful Connection presented by Xfinity. Experience a powerful and secure Wi-Fi connection for all your devices. Xfinity XFi, can your internet do that? That is my broadcast partner at the Duncan Center in Providence. First Responders Weekend. Brick's dad, Buddy Brickley, ascended to captain as a firefighter. And that is a cause that is very near to my partner's heart.
Yeah, it was a nice night last night down there at Providence, and just great fans down there, huge Bruins fans, obviously. And, yeah, anytime you can be involved in those kinds of evenings, and those kinds of events for the people that are on the line, it's impressive.
The pets are running out of the building. The rats are running out of the building. The people are running out of the building, and the firefighters are running into the building. Those guys are real-life heroes. Noah Hannafin all the way to the attacking line. Derek Forbert back to get it away from Andrew Mangiapane. Backlund keeps it alive. My mind freezes more and more as I get older.
Yeah, more tonight than usual.
I need infrared on my head.
Well, you saw that stretch pass by Calgary earlier on this shift. If you think back to that game at the Garden in that second period with the long change, that's something that they really try to use in the middle period.
Forward. Off Coyle's skate, and he has his helmet pop off, so he must return to the bench, and he can take his time because there's icing. A little gamesmanship, perhaps.
Well, the contact, he's got his head down a little bit initially in order to find that puck. And then as he tries to make a good defensive play, make sure it gets into the neutral zone, as his helmet popped off by Blake Coleman.
Coyle and Backlund on the faceoff. Forbert, Grizzly tries to poke it up the wall. Backlund slams it off a stick and it flies out of play.
Make picks before every single Bruins game to win great prizes. Sign up today to play Nesson's Pick and Win. Free daily and weekly contests all season long. Head to games.nesson.com to sign up and start playing now.
Hall out of the defensive zone. Moore slaps it down the boards. Tanev, Shillington. Tanev on the rush. Blake Coleman barrels into John Moore. And Giappani with a little shove. Calgary has clearly upped the ante. Shillington's drive loose after the initial save, and the Bruins are fortunate to get a quick whistle.
Well, they're not fortunate enough because I think they're going to be shorthanded. Boston, just their inability to manage the puck. They had a couple opportunities to make a play and get going and get out into center ice, but
Bruins,
they couldn't handle it.
48, 2 minutes, hooking.
And there's the shot from the point. John Moore kind of in no man's land, allows for that tip. And then Mangiapane tries to jump on a rebound, and Grizzly, in his effort to get back and defend, guilty of the penalty.
Gaudreau paddles it back to Anderson. Johnny Gaudreau. Elias Lindholm on the end wall. Derek Forbert shoves it past Bergeron's reach. And Tkachuk, catch and release into a pair of skates. Monahan couldn't find the handle.
Yeah, Tkachuk was looking for that bumper tip by Monahan.
Gaudreau, the slap shot, and Ullmark gathers it in.
Well, Boston continuing to work on that penalty killing. Get it to that percentage that they really like. Defend well. Take away the middle of the ice. Forbert's there. McAvoy's there. Bergeron's going to come in. You want to try to take away. We saw Besser score that bumper tip the first game of this trip up in Vancouver.
Beauty. Anderson lets loose. Short of the goal. Matt Tkachuk, co-leader with Mangiapane with 5 power play goals for Calgary. Ullmark makes another save. Anderson to Gaudreau. The triangular one touch, and Monahan can't cash in. Clifton clears. The shot and a save by Ullmark. The rebound, Lucic, and Ullmark denies him.
Well, after the Monahan attempt, and that puck was just a little too far forward for Monahan to get a real good shot off. And then a rebound off the rush, and Lucic from the blind side on Forbert only gets kind of one hand on it, but it's back in the direction of the goal. If Ullmark's not there, that puck's in.
Hanifin's wrist shot. Ullmark gets his stick on it. Anton Bleed legging toward the puck. Mangiapane. Shillington's shot loose in front after the initial save. Calgary out shooting Boston by nearly a 3-to-1 ratio. There it is, officially. Gaudreau, the one-timer. Lindholm denied. Ullmark has to scramble. Riley chucks it up the boards. 6 shots during the power play for the Flames. Tkachuk tosses ahead. Gaudreau. Riley, great stick position, strong on the stick to take the puck from underneath. Good Branson strides out. Omar stops the puck for John Moore. He loses an edge. Off Frederick, off Hall, and that's icing.
Well, again, Calgary with opportunities, moving the puck pretty well. Shillington comes in from that point position, and he's top of the slot. Backhand feed from Mangiapane. Slide across by Forberg, trying to get in the shooting lane. Good effort by Boston defensively, but playing with fire right now, Jack. Too much time in their own zone. I know they had to kill a penalty.
Nice turn of a phrase because they're playing the Flames. Yeah. Tanev
doesn't happen by accident.
Oh, I know that after 17 years. Smith chucks it forward. Shillington. Craig Smith to the end boards. Trent Frederick takes a spill. Stays with it. Hall, the doorstep tip. And Markstrom makes the save, and the mittens come up. Frederick's taken at least 2 face washes, and he gives it back to Trevor Lewis.
The Bruins winning the battle of the fourth lines. Pretty good effort by the Frederick line below the goal line. And then Hall, who still hadn't changed yet, he was right at the top of the crease. He's going to get the last chance, maybe the only chance, but Frederick gets himself right back up. A little behind the back pass. Hall gets a piece of it. I should say Craig Smith's still out there, along with Taylor Hall. So 2/3 of the second line. But Frederick comes out, makes things happen, and then there's some face washing going on in both directions.
Yeah, he's leaking a little bit from the looks of things. Taylor Hall, a native of Calgary. Bergeron wins the draw from Backlund. Mangiapane intercepted Marchand. Shoves it into Coleman's skates. Backlund. Now Anderson, Mangiapane. McAvoy goes through Coleman. Mangiapane bats it to Coleman around the boards. Rasmus Anderson. Slot. Bergeron to Marchand. To Pasternak. Cuts back to the backhand. Turns to the forehand. Marchand might have tipped that. And Boston has a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, no might about it. You can tell by his reaction by both the goaltender Markstrom and by Brad Marchand. But it's a blocked shot. It's a weak shot from the right point by Anderson. It allows the Bruins to break the puck out. It was blocked by Bergeron, who finds Marchand. Marchand finds Pasternak in the neutral zone. And the Bruins are actually changing out. And Pasternak makes a real smart play. He doesn't give up possession. And he turns and fires the puck at the goal, knowing that Marchand is there. And Marchand gets separation from his check. I mean, you can't allow that to happen. That's Backlund, I believe, that was in man-on-man coverage. And he just kind of allowed Marchand the freedom to get a redirect on the shot by Pasternak.
The play is offside.
Tune in for Bruins pregame shootout presented by Awaken 180 Weight Loss, your long-term solution for weight loss. Tuesday night at 6. And hear thought-provoking opinions on the Bruins as well as the entire league from our hockey insiders. Catch Bruins pregame shootout Tuesday at 6. You know, Marchand had another opportunity, Jack, at the start of that shift. It was a face-off win by Bergeron. And you could tell from the reaction of the crowd, we didn't see the save. Yep. But I think Markstrom made some kind of unique style save because it got a rise out of the crowd.
Marchand's 11th goal of the season, his 7th at even strength. Craig Smith, the shot, And Markstrom makes the glove stop. 13:38 to go, second period. The Bruins have a 2-0 lead despite getting widely outshot. Healers.
Take a look at this opportunity. Offensive zone face-off win by Patrice Bergeron. Before any Flame can get to that loose puck, it's just Marchand Markstrom. And he rips one high that Marchand got with his upper portion of his body. And here's a 2-on-2, 2-on-3, 2-on-4. Pastrnak with a little spinorama. Flames break down in coverage in front of their own goal, and it's a nice redirect by Brad Marchand after Bergeron started the breakout back in the defensive zone.
Bergeron 8 for 13 as of the most recent digital update on faceoffs, 62%. 62.9 on the season entering tonight. The Bruins can climb into playoff position for the first time this season if this score holds. A batted puck out of the air. Grzelcyk rushing the weak side.
I like that set play.
McAvoy drills it in. 3-0 Boston. Despite getting outshot by nearly 2-1.
But you can see what's ailing the Calgary Flames right now in this losing streak. Their inability to defend in their own zone. They were so good when they were in Boston in that 4-0 win. And right now, I mean, look, you got all kinds of bodies back, but nobody's picking up the right people. And the Boston Bruins take full advantage. Marchand on the first turnover. He gets an opportunity. That's deflected. And then here comes McAvoy. This is their third opportunity off this icing by the Flames. Boston had a set play where it was a defenseman at the right point, McAvoy, looking for the left defenseman, Grzelcyk, on the weak side.
56 seconds between goals. And Patrice Bergeron ought to get career assist number 554, which leaves him in sole possession of fourth place on the Bruins all-time assist list.
Or then they give him a helper on the Marchand goal.
I have not seen it yet.
It's pretty clear cut. He makes the block, if you want to call it that. It wasn't a hard shot by Anderson. He fires the puck out to the neutral zone to Brad Marchand. Marchand finds Pastrnak. Pastrnak shoots. Marchand tips it in. By my logic.
Well, that five-letter word does not exist oft times in the NHL. Anton Bleed denied entry. Second effort. Bleed turns on Hanifin. Hanifin throws it right to Forbort. The Bruins change. Hanifin connects with Brad Richardson. Shot wide. Marchand. Pastrnak gains the line. Protects the puck. Bergeron nudges to Moore. John Moore paired with Charlie McAvoy. Tkachuk, Tanev wiggles past Marchand. Off the end boards, John Moore indirect. Pastrnak flattens it. Marchand a nice pickup on the backhand. Coyle re-enters the zone before Pastrnak had cleared. That's offside. Well, Patrice Bergeron, if he indeed has his 554th assist, passes Phil Esposito, 70 assists behind Bobby Orr, 240 behind Johnny Busick. I don't think he's going to catch Ray Bourque. 557. You know, Bergeron has had a Hall of Fame career He's got 554 assists. He's not even halfway to Raymond Bourque. Wow. Sometimes numbers do tell the story. Taylor Hall gained the line before the puck did, and it slides in. 3-0 Boston. I think few odds makers predicted this score at this juncture.
Yeah, and I would point to, goal number one. I mean, the Bruins didn't have a great first period. You heard Billy talk about it with Sophia in between first and second period. It wasn't a great period for them. They didn't really have the execution nor the pace of play required, and they spent a lot of time in their own zone. Their goaltender had to make, 10, 11, 12 saves, was it, in the first period? And 3 or 4 were, high danger opportunities for the Flames. The importance of that goal by Connor Clifton kind of got the Bruins into it.
Kyle Backlund over the line. Andrew Mangiapane. Backlund stumbles, centers. DeBrusk couldn't clear it away from Blake Coleman. Still loose. DeBrusk takes the hit from Mangiapane to one-handed Grzelcyk. It oscillates for icing. Now a quick word from Amica.
Avoid saver's remorse. When you choose auto insurance, switch to Amica for quality and great rates.
Lindholm pries the face-off to the boards. Foligno jabs it loose. Riley past DeBrusk. And that's another icing. They still haven't given Bergeron an assist on that first of the 2 goals within a minute, but they have given him the obvious one on McAvoy's goal. Great save by Ullmark, robbing Tkachuk. 9.5 minutes to go. Second period. Bruins 3, Flames 0. Moderna.
Execution coming out of your own zone is so key to what happens up ice. Forbert, nice handle of the puck by Bleed, support by Frederick. Lazar stretches that neutral zone, gets up to the offensive blue line. It opens up space on that right side for the weak side defenseman. Nice delay at the blue line by Clifton to stay on side. Attack, look for your shot.
Go to makeityourvaccine.com to find out where to get your booster shot. Anderson off the end boards. Marchand twists Moore's pass ahead to Bergeron, to Pastrnak. Gaudreau takes it out of the air. Lindholm breaking with Gaudreau. Handcuffs Ullmark. Pastrnak all the way back to nudge the rebound to safety. Not out yet. Bouncing puck goes wide, stick side. McAvoy evades the launch. Bergeron, the wrist shot off Shillington's stick. Pastrnak softly up the slot. Oliver Shillington to Trevor Lewis. Dubé headhunting. I think that might have caught Ullmark's mask. It sounded like it.
There wasn't a penalty on the play, was there?
Anton Bleed
Bruins,
having
81,
a seat.
2 minutes slush.
It's a good pass by Lewis. Bruins in transition. You know, Pastrnak just threw it in towards the net, but it was easily knocked down, and then speed through center ice. Get a look at the stop by Ullmark on the drive by Shillington. And lead in his attempt to get back, kind of threw his stick and chopped him a little bit. He'll go to the box for a slash.
Back when you played, if slashes were called for that, there would have 400 penalties per game. Lazar daring Markstrom. Gaudreau tries to capitalize. Clifton backhands it all the way to the Calgary zone. Tkachuk, Haula deflects it. Monahan jamming in the corner. Tkachuk back to Anderson, to Lindholm. Low, it hops. Monahan lets it go to Gaudreau. Anderson, Lindholm trying to jam it across the penalty killers. Anderson to Gaudreau. No seam. Anderson shot, the rebound. Tkachuk scores.
Big 7.5 minutes coming up for the Boston Bruins right now. Key juncture in the hockey game. This is where Calgary needed to get back in it with a power play goal on the penalty to bleed. They kept looking for the bumper, didn't get it. And then the shot from the point by Anderson. Taking a look at Tkachuk. Makes a living right in and around that paint. He's able to locate that puck first. After that shot kind of gets knocked down in the slot area, it finds its way to Tkachuk. And he's got the open side on the blocker's side. When that puck gets in tight to him, he's able to find it, shovel it into the net. Reaction from Anton Bleed. He knows this gave the Flames some life. Now the Bruins got to really manage these next 7 minutes here in the second period.
Nikita Zadorov slings it through both corners. Kyle Backlund pulls it down. Gets away from Lazar. Grzelcyk battering Mangiapane. John Moore bounces it to the right wing corner. Zadorov and Frederick collide. Bleed takes the hit from Zadorov. The puck rolls to Moore. Mangiapane. Moore backhands it off the boards. Pastrnak, token pressure on Shillington. Tanev banks the pass intended for Lewis. Riley to McAvoy. Marchand over the line. Bergeron to Pastrnak. A save by Markstrom. He wasn't sure where the puck squirted, but he covered it. Buick key player Johnny Gaudreau, 11 of 30 points this season, recorded on Saturdays. Bizarro. Bergeron and Lindholm on the drop. Lindholm wins this one. Chris Tanev. Puck out of play.
A pretty good opportunity for the Bergeron line, and again, it was an execution from the defensive zone to center ice for an easy entry into the offensive zone. Bergeron was able to find Pastrnak for a good one-timer this time. And Markstrom, as you pointed out, Jack, he knew he saved it, but he wasn't sure he completely had it. He looked behind him as he was sliding across.
That man has 2 assists tonight. They had a closed circuit feed of your audio in Calgary. Marchand exchanges shoulders with Mangiapane. Mangiapane to Tkachuk, the Calgary goal scorer. Tkachuk throws it right into the mixer. McAvoy didn't want to cover, shoved it back. Ullmark has it.
Now, this is what we're talking about, Jack. You know, Calgary's pushing. They're coming at you. That power play goal by Tkachuk has got him believing. Tkachuk making the little play. She's going to shove this out front. Somehow, Mangiapane gets a shot at it. And you're right, McAvoy thought about covering that puck up with his glove. Don't do that. And then do you want to shovel it into your goaltender and make him tie it up? Give him the puck and make it quick.
Not reviewable, Matthew. Riley sprays it. Lucic in pursuit. Monahan has the puck come to Haula.
Yeah, I think it was the second effort by Riley.
Lucic wing to wing. Rasmus Andersson, the defenseman, right on Ullmark. Foligno gets tagged by a one-time number 17 in a Boston sweater. Anderson. So Monahan, or rather Gaudreau. Paul. Led over the center dot. Gives to Craig Smith. Gets it off a skate. Paul to Smith. Sidorov chasing Smith around. Good Branson lifts it up the boards. Blake Coleman ices the puck.
Head down to TD Garden on Tuesday night as the Bruins take on the Vegas Golden Knights. Select tickets are still available to purchase to get in on all the action. Head to bostonbruins.com/tickets to grab your seats to the game.
Bergeron and Monahan. Bergeron wins the drop. Throws it in front. Good Branson's stick imitates the Wright brothers. And it's a slashing call coming. 3-1. Flames are flickering.
Boston number 63, minor penalty slashing.
The first period, they had to go find him. He was on the Bruin bench, and they had to get him over to the penalty box. They're not going to have to go too far to find him. He's still on the ice. They may look for that stick for a little while. But that stick work against Gudbranson, knocking his stick out of his hand, and then, I believe it was Gudbranson, wasn't it?
Yep.
And he'll go to the Ducks for a slash. And again, Tkachuk, power play goal, made it 3-1. Another power play here, 4:47 to go. Period 2, Bruins need a kill.
Bergeron now 1 for 5 against Monahan. Anderson, Gaudreau. Lazar trying to limit his options. Elias Lindholm turns and fires. Ullmark makes the save. Monahan to Gaudreau. Glove saved by Ullmark.
Wow, what a stop. Bruins forced the issue, and it looks like they were going to win this puck battle, but they can't locate it. And then all of a sudden, Gaudreau takes that nice little feed from Monahan and just tees one up, tries to go top shelf. You know, we watched warm-up, and Gaudreau stays on the ice well after the buzzer and works on that shot right there.
Bruins can't clear. Tkachuk off Moore's stick. He drops it. Gaudreau to Anderson. Johnny Gaudreau gets space. Shot blocked. Coyle takes the puck out and wide. About a minute to go on the Boston penalty kill. Connor Clifton nudges it through to Jake DeBrusk, who clears it. Anderson tosses it off glass. Clifton looks over his shoulder. And Jake DeBrusk again sends it all the way to the Calgary zone. Shillington. Backlund around the boards. Lucic jamming. Mangiapane reverses. Backlund looks over his shoulder. McAvoy can't come up with the puck. Shillington. Kyle Backlund's pass hits a skate and comes out of the zone. 2 shots on goal for Calgary during the power play. Trevor Lewis racing Mike Riley. Lewis lifts Riley's stick. Ruzicka back through Goodbranson. Zadorov into traffic. Goodbranson up the wall. Riley to McAvoy. Back to Mike Riley. Charlie McAvoy. Cross corner for David Pastrnak. The puck bounces all the way to Adam Ruzicka. Clifton hammers it around to Grzelcyk. Playing his natural side. Shillington feeds it straight ahead. Dubé to Lindholm. The shot wide. Tanev. Gaudreau back to Tanev. Gaudreau the touch pass. Tanev centers off a stick. Lindholm brings it down. Clifton attacks the puck. Tkachuk fires right up the slot and all the way back to Markstrom.
A good play by the Flames. They isolated Taylor Hall on a give and go with 10 of the right point. They just walked right by him.
Minute and a quarter to go in the second period. Boston scored the first 3. Calgary got one back on the power play. Sean Monahan finds layers in the slot. Dubé, Lucic. Hannafin turns and fires. Dubé stoned by Allmark.
Well, Bruins breakdowns in coverage. Out high and now down deep. Everybody trying to react to the puck. You got people, 2 people going to 1. That's going to leave people wide open. In this case, it's Dubé. See that left side of your screen. Defenseman forward going to a Flame. Not good. Dubé wide open in front. Allmark keeps this a 2-goal lead for Boston.
Rasmus Andersson keeps it in for the moment. 3/4 of a minute to go. Second period. John Moore gets back first. Blake Coleman making him battle for every inch. Anderson skies it over Allmark's head. Pastrnak to Marchand. Bergeron jumped the line. Defensive play of the game presented by DCU, Digital Federal Credit Union.
Well, we talked about the Bruins needing a big kill. They're up 3-1, but Tkachuk had just scored a power play goal. They get it back on the power play again. A couple of big stops by Allmark. The second one on the drive by Johnny Gaudreau. They had good structure in the neutral zone. They were aggressive when they needed to be. When they needed clears, they were able to get them. Coupled by Jake DeBrusk out there killing penalties. Solid penalty kill at the right time by the Bruins.
20 seconds to go. Moore kicks it ahead. Foligno legging Elias Lindholm. Johnny Gaudreau takes the deflected puck, and it goes over the timer's bench.
Well, looking ahead to the third period, Jack, what do the Bruins need to do to protect the 2-goal lead? Well, what they've been doing this whole trip, but a little bit more of it, is to defend, keep plays to the perimeter, win your battles, whether it's skating to loose pucks or along the wall in front of the net. Those are the things they're going to have to do in the third, and play with the puck some more. They were opportunistic here in this period in order to get the 3-0 lead, but play with the puck more in the third.
Tanev's shot would not have counted. It came after the horn. 3-1 Boston after 40 minutes. Sofia Jurkšević, Billy Chaffee analyzing this after this. Nelson's Boston Bruins coverage by Audi. Visit your local New England Audi dealer today. By Rodenheiser Home Services. By Subaru of New England, proudly celebrating 50 years of love. And by Citizens Made Ready. Bruins are ready to catapult themselves into playoff position for the first time this season if they can hold off the Flames. 3-1 as we go to the third period. Duncan-fueled performance. Connor Clifton with his first goal of the year vaulted the Bruins toward a 3-0 lead. They're getting outshot by more than a 2-to-1 ratio. And the Flames are gonna bring it in these next 20 minutes, Brick.
Yeah, you got to think the Flames are sick of losing, right? 3 in a row?
Yep.
Their home record, not anything even close to what they've done on the road. So, obviously, a couple of reasons right there for the Flames to have their best period.
Yeah, the last time the Flames lost 3 in a row, they went 8-1-1 in their next 10. So, blowing hot and cold, mostly hot for Calgary this season. Shots attempted are 58 to 23. Boston has 16 blocked Calgary shots. Noah Hannafin around to Johnny Gaudreau. Back to a fellow BC product. David Pastrnak. Bergeron got high sticked. Tkachuk to Gaudreau to Tkachuk. He closes, and use your imagination.
Must be cold in Calgary.
Hey, you know, they measure temperature by centigrade. 40 below is 40 below. It's darn cold. Clifton along the line. Riley down to Craig Smith. Bounces off a body. Riley finds the seam. Smith tries to stick a fork in it. Shillington slows him down. Oliver Shillington to Mikhail Backlund. Derek Forbert around behind Olmark's goal, and Clifton forks it forward. Milan Lucic going down into the corner, centering pass. Good Branson, a toe save by Olmark. Back to Good Branson, wrists it. Lucic carries the puck out of the corner. Zadorov tipped over the goal by Forbert. Lucic owning large hunks of ice. Clifton around the glass and down the rink for icing.
Well, we'll go back and see just exactly what happened when Tkachuk took this drop pass from Gaudreau. He's trying to put this puck on goal, but it's a good shot block by Charlie McAvoy. And then Lucic taking it wide, and Goodbranson pinches down from that right point to get a second opportunity. You know, you got to expect the defense for Calgary to be coming all the time now. If you're a winger for Boston, yeah, you want to take away the middle of the ice, but you got to be prepared to react quickly and expect Calgary's D to be coming down the wall every chance they get.
Adam Ruzicka, Slovakian center. 4th round draft choice of the Calgary Flames in 2017. Noah Hannafin speeds out of the zone, hits Ruzicka. Grzelcyk takes the puck away. Ruzicka keeps it alive. Brad Richardson digs on the end boards, along with Rasmus Anderson. That's a defenseman forward of the goal line. Talk about pulling out all his stops. Frederic's backhand, a juicy rebound. Frederic denied again, and Frederic scores. Maybe it's Curtis Lazar.
Whoever it is,
Pure
the Bruins get exactly what they need, and that's an early third period goal to give themselves a 3-goal lead. Again, it's a clean breakout. No pressure from Calgary. They probably wanted to make a line change. Backhand to Purpose. No rebound control. Backhand again. Lazar's taking a sweep at it. Frederic 3 times. There's the first one. Markstrom can't squeeze it. Good net drive by Bleed. That keeps it alive. Frederic again on the backhand with Lazar right in there.
Curtis Lazar was once a Calgary Flame. Pasternak looking for more. Markstrom makes the save.
We'll just see whose stick actually puts this puck in. Lazar gets the backhander in front of the Frederic sweep at the backhand. Overhead will confirm it. Bleed maybe got away with a little bump of the goaltender there. The puck was in there. You can go in and get it.
McAvoy right into the gut of Jacob Markstrom.
But it was the initial backhander by Frederic from the angle that Markstrom couldn't smother. It allowed second and third opportunities, and Lazar with the third opportunity buried it.
Blake Coleman throws the puck into the corner. Olmark around the boards and out. Kyle Backlund through the seam. Andrew Mangiapane gets spilled off contact with Craig Smith. Zadorov nudges the backhand for Mangiapane. Seemed like time stood still for a moment. Foligno hammers it off the boards. Markstrom boasts one of the best goals against averages in the NHL. He has given up 4 goals twice before this season. Once in his season debut on October 16th against Edmonton, and once on the 4th of November at home against Dallas. Jake DeBrusk comes up with a loose puck, gets dumped, slides it back to Riley. Glove stopped by Markstrom.
Stream live Bruins games on the NESN app. Download it to your favorite device, create your Nesson account, and favorite the Bruins to get customized content and stream Bruins games live. Presented by Amica. Curtis Lazarjak now. 2 goals in the last 4 games. Had that beautiful, nice little backhand tuck top shelf against Tampa.
Grinders. Anton Bleed. A modest career high for Bleed. 3 points, all on assists this season, is his NHL career high. Riley got caught on both inside edges and took a spill reminiscent of me at a public skate. I hate when that happens.
You still had the skate guards on, did you?
That was one of the most hilarious moments of my brief Pee Wee career. Going onto the ice with the skate guards, and I wondered why my blades wouldn't grip. I got up 3 times and immediately fell. The best player on the team behind me said, "You dope, you still have your skate guards on." I never lived that down. Well, even under the most strange circumstances, confined to their hotels and their hotel rooms most of the time, the road can be a bonding experience for a hockey team. And this Bruins club is 14 minutes from making significant progress to get into the playoff structure. Craig Smith holds, goes against the grain. Hall got his stick caught in an opponent's skates. Blake Coleman takes the puck to the boards. Centering pass, Mangiapane denied. Coyle possession and a penalty on Boston, I believe.
What if the only thing in your wallet that mattered to us was you? Come bank at a place where all wallets are welcome. Berkshire Bank, member FDIC. Well, Craig Smith's looking for Taylor Hall off that far post. And Hall can't get his blade of his stick on the puck, but he does trip Tanev in his attempt to do it, and that's where your penalty was called. Pretty good advantage for the Calgary Flames tonight in terms of power play time.
Are you editorializing?
Not at all.
After
just
midnight?
stating the facts. 5th power play for Calgary. Boston's had 18 seconds.
Gaudreau fires into the goal mouth. Sean Monahan back to Anderson. A save and a stop by Ullmark.
Well, Calgary likes that use of the bumper. They go with that power eye. Lindholm, in this case, top of the blue paint. Usually Monahan's out in that bumper area. Anderson, very adept at getting pucks to the net from the top of the umbrella, whether he's on one side of the ice or the other or right in the middle.
Gaudreau to Monahan, who has a great release. Anderson's drive knocked wide, and the Bruins clear. Anderson feeds Backlund. Lucic tipped away by Coyle. Noah Hannafin. Andrew Mangiapane. Lucic. And Omar denies Hannafin.
Yeah, it's two different looks on the entries for Calgary. You know, that first unit, Jack, they like the delay, and, you know, they throw it back. Anderson will carry it up, throw it back. It'll be Lindholm, Gaudreau, whoever it might be. And they come up double-barreled action. They get easy entry into the offensive zone. It's well executed, well designed. The second unit comes on, and it's just, you know, a double swing, and it's 5 guys on the rush.
Brad Marchand approaches Noah Hannafin. Sends the puck deep. Less than half a minute to go on Calgary's power play. Bergeron the steal. Marchand the shot. Markstrom dumps it out. Last rush of the man advantage. Mikhail Backlund across to Lucic. Couldn't catch it on his backhand. McAvoy throws it up the boards. A swing and a miss by Bleed.
He's not doing the Ty Cobb drills.
No. You could take a tip from Marchand. Zadorov. A pirouette by a cement truck. Gaudreau tries the short side. Omar shuts the door. Riley juggles the puck midair. Tkachuk tries to back through a seam. Foligno flicks it shoulder high to the blue line and out. 11:06 to go in the game.
That was a pretty good stop by Olmark on Johnny Gaudreau. Gaudreau doesn't need much space, and he tried to go short side on him. Olmark was able to seal off that short side blocker's side nicely.
Connor Clifton rattles it forward, and it's icing. 3 shots on goal for Gaudreau. Tkachuk has 3. Blake Coleman has 5. Eric Goodbranson, the third pair defenseman, has 4. Oliver Shillington has 4. Mangiapane has 4. Only goal by Matthew Tkachuk. Right on Olmark. Jeremy Swayman started this road trip. Olmark has taken the next 2 assignments. Lazar back to Clifton. He makes the clear. Olmark out beyond his crease.
Tuesday night at 6:30, join Dale, Billy, and Razor for Bruins Face Off Live, presented by EchoStore Technologies. They'll have an in-depth scouting report on the Vegas Golden Knights and all the latest NHL news. EchoStore Technologies, vision, strategy, success.
Bruins have had a couple of stumbles at TD Garden of late, but if this score holds, they will have a 7-game road point streak at 6-0-1, the longest since the 13th of January through the 11th of February 2018, 4 seasons ago. when they went a perfect 7-0-0. Tanev to Shillington, the one-timer. Mangiapane blocked. Backlund caught it through the crowd, only to meet with the stick of Ullmark. Calgary desperately surging now. Chris Tanev, who played games 5, 6, and 7 of the 2011 Stanley Cup Final for Vancouver. Bergeron gets his stick held. No call. Anderson back in the Calgary zone. Past the midpoint of the third period. Bruins up by 3. Boston, by the way, is in plus territory in 5-on-5 goal difference with 4 goals to 0 at 5-on-5 tonight.
Well, Jack, you and I talked about it in that 4-0 win Calgary had over Boston, and we were saying right now Calgary's a very good hockey team. What are they going to look like in March or April? We don't know. The whole idea is to try to build your game, build your team, strengthen your team identity. And, you know, we talked about the importance of this road trip for Boston, and you've already touched on it, you know, what it can do for a team and the coming together and the believability and what they've done so far in this trip. Yeah, they still got about 8.5 minutes to go here in this game to make sure they pick up the 2 points at, you know, the 4-1 lead. But this is what they're trying to build.
Pastrnak takes the bounce. Shoves it across the crease. Marchand, good stick. The steal at the blue line. Bergeron paddles it through both corners. Marchand ducks underneath. Good Branson's hit. Good Branson to Tkachuk. Elias Lindholm. The shot bounces wide. McAvoy feeds Pastrnak up the wing. Shillington back. Tanev chips to center. Gaudreau back in his own zone.
That was a nice pass right there. You know, underrated pass by.
Whoa. Coyle and Hall. Smith leaves it in the corner.
Just to finish that thought, underrated pass by Charlie McAvoy. Deep in his own zone. He sees Pastrnak open. Almost like a football pass from a quarterback over the back shoulder. He went indirect off the wall, so it wouldn't be picked off, and it's right on the tape of Pastrnak.
Good attacking zone time for the Bruins here. Tanev to Shillington. Ruzicka can't get past Grizzly. Trent Frederick with a multi-point night. 2 assists. Mike Riley with Andrew Mangiapane. Jay Giles' song came to mind. Freeze frame. It's past midnight. Many of you were thinking centerfold. Does this game re-air in the afternoon? Clifton, the turnaround shot. Anderson bounces it to the circle. Frederick clears. The clock goes tick, 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 tick. 6:15 to go on the icing.
You know, as a forward, you really appreciate a guy that can pass the puck on the back end. I mean, look at that. That's a thing of beauty, if you ask me.
Yeah.
You know, it alleviates the pressure, relieves the pressure in the defensive zone, and still allows you possession out center ice.
Lazar wins the drop against Sean Monahan. Zadorov, DeBrusk chasing. Good Branson, off DeBrusk's stick. Foligno to Haula. Haula flies it off the strings wide of the post.
There's a cross check.
Whoa, there's another. Milan Lucic ought to pick up an extra. .5:42 to go. Bruins to the power play. When this attempted Donnybrook settles down. Forward and Good Branson discussing the World Chess Championship.
I got Bobby Fischer.
No, he's dead.
Calgary number 23,
Guy from
minor
Norway
penalty,
is going to
cross-checking.
win it.
Haula tries to make a backhand pass to Jake DeBrusk. Now the puck's up for grabs. There's your little short cross check from behind. That's the one they're really cracking down on this year. And then Lucic comes in with a little cross check of his own on Eric Haula. He didn't like what Haula was doing. But I believe it's just the penalty on Monahan.
That apparently didn't count. Because Lucic is on the team bench. Bruins power play brought to you by PNC Bank, helping to make banking easier. Hallmark stops the shorthanded bid of Trevor Lewis.
Three Bruins trying to make the play at the defensive blue line, and it backfires against them and allows Trevor Lewis to get a pretty good shorthanded opportunity.
Pasternak past the red line. Foligno steals from Good Branson. Bergeron has his pocket picked. Blake Coleman spins around, backhand wide.
Pretty good effort by Coleman, and he's the one that made a nice steal on Bergeron.
McAvoy is down.
Yeah. Contact with Coleman as he was defending. He might have got kicked in the head. And his arms and legs and sticks flying here. See if we get the follow through on the backhander. Yep. Coleman on the follow through the backhander. And wasn't it McAvoy who just got Trevor Lewis's stick in the head?
Yeah.
On the short-handed chance?
Yeah.
I mean, I chuckled, but
Been a rough
not at his
night.
expense, but.
Omar keeps the clock running. Mangiapane, Hall denied him the shot. We're into the Ford F-150 Final Five. Coyle jamming with Rasmus Anderson. Hall stumbles down in the corner, gets back up, flicks it around. Riley backhands it up the boards. Taylor Hall around the perimeter. Charlie Coyle at the goal line. Hall denied. The rebound still loose. Hall feeds it up the slot. Grzelcyk to Riley to Hall. Riley, Grzelcyk looking for the slot tip.
Pretty good effort by Charlie Coyle to get that backhand pass to the other side of the net to a wide open Taylor Hall.
McAvoy back on the ice. Catch and release by Marchand. He scoops it back to Moore. Bergeron tried to catch Markstrom off guard. Back to 5-on-5, where the Bruins have scored all their goals. Marchand's backhand goes wide. McAvoy through the seam. Pastrnak, Bergeron, the rebound loose to the boards. Bergeron fetches it. McAvoy to Moore. Back to McAvoy. Looking off the corner boards for Pastrnak. Too hot to handle. McAvoy bumps a flame and Monahan can't get it loose out of Ullmark's glove. About 3 minutes to go. Bruins up by 3. Use Nissan today and get big savings. Shop NissanUSA.com. The Bruins host the Vegas Golden Knights Tuesday and then go back on the road for 3 more. A stretch of 6 out of 7 games on the road. Next up, the Islanders, Montreal, and Ottawa. Ullmark shoves the puck to the corner. Johnny Gaudreau. Bergeron chops it loose. Marchand. Gaudreau. Outside the zone. 2.5 to go. Coleman feeds Ruzicka, and a save by Ullmark. And Schiappani. Coleman, the drive, and a save by Ullmark.
Well, Linus Ullmark just continues to play strongly here tonight. He's had a lot of activity. Nice little chip pass down the slot. Ruzicka walks in. Coleman with a little feed. But Ullmark well positioned. Able to make another stop.
And Schiappani's on his way to winning the Cy Young. 17-3. His goals to assists ratio is greater than anybody in the top 100 coming into today. Number 101, the Islanders, Anders Lee, 7 goals, no assists. Sean Monahan gets one back, 1:37 to go.
Yeah, Lucic makes the play from the left corner. Calgary trying to push right to the final buzzer. Lucic just kind of drifting around. Puck's going to find him right here, and he's going to fire it right off the right skate, it looks like, of Sean Monahan. Oh, he knew what he was doing.
Yep.
The overhead will tell you that. I mean, it's not a distinct kicking motion, but he knows he's not going to get it with the blade of his stick. So if I can just angle my blade and move it forward a little bit, I can score here.
Blade's goal, his 4th of the year, scored by number 23, Sean Monahan. Assist to number 17,
Bergeron off the boards. Johnny Gaudreau as Markstrom goes to the Calgary bench. Mangiapane blocked. Mangiapane to Tkachuk and a save by Ullmark. Save of the game brought to you by TD Bank.
Well, you certainly had a handful to choose from tonight because Ullmark's been really good. He's been busy. And this one here was an absolute beauty with the glove hand. Matthew Tkachuk gets open in that high slot early in a hockey game. When you need to stop, nice reaction with the glove hand. While that puck was on edge, difficult to read. Athletic save.
81 saves in the last 49 hours. So, yeah. Ullmark's played very, very well on this road trip. Timeout for the Flames. Boost moment of the game brought to you by Moderna. Curtis Lazar.
Well, we talked about secondary scoring all season long, and that can come from your third line, your fourth line, your defense. This time it's going to come from your fourth line. Nice effort by Curtis Lazar to get to that third opportunity, but the skating game of Trent Frederick attacking the net, circling the net, second chance, third chance paid off.
Go to makeityourvaccine.com to find out where to get your booster shot. Lazar plays it above the shoulder, but Calgary gets the next touch. Empty net, 40 seconds to go. Tkachuk can't slam it into the middle. Coyle takes the puck for a stroll and ices it. Mangiapane giving Charlie McAvoy the face wash after jousting with Coyle. I'll bet those palms of those gloves smell really good.
As we watch the Bruins trying to put the finishing touches on this one with the empty net, you got Nick Foligno on the ice.
Looking for his first goal as a Boston Bruin.
Yeah, he was. I don't know if he still is, but he was on that last shift.
Yep, he is. Anderson's shot smacks flat against the glass. Curtis Lazar bludgeons it out to center, rolls it in, and the Boston Bruins have climbed into playoff position for the first time this season. 5 points on a 3-game Western Canadian trip. 4-2 the final.
Yeah, and the defense, well, let's start with the goaltending. Both goaltenders played great on this trip. You knew you were going to need them both, and they both delivered. The numbers are perfect. You know, the save percentage going up, the goals against coming down for both guys. That looks like the tandem you thought you had at the beginning of the year as they worked their way into finding their game. You know, the Bruins gave up, what, Jack, 5 goals